one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a glitter ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless, I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm being looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now Spears to begin the drive. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Titans had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Levis now on second down. On his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that flag accepted. On first down, Levis. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Levis to throw once more. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. Levis now off of play action. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, left goes Burks. Levis on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. And we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Ritter on 1st and 10. Throw left side. There's London. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here is 3rd and 5. Ritter back to throw. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Derek Hall in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Judon from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
3rd and long now, Ritter. Oh, the block comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Levis sets up to throw here. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys hit that, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A quick throw out to Lockett. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's 3rd down and 4. Here's Ritter. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun again to Spears. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Levis to throw off play action. Rolling to his right. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Caught left side Hopkins. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Right back to Spears. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Show 'em what you're working with, now. Man up, man up.
Come on, guys. Let's make a...
3rd and 2. Hand off to Spears. And he'll take this into the end zone. And hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Levis looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. But Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tajay Spears as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. An extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Fulton. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Badgley's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ritter from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. Was trailing here in the 2nd half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Ritter will set up to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They're going for this. Here's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's right sideline. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Returnable for Lockett. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. A 71-yard punt return. And the Seahawks have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Levis's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boye Mafe able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Levis back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy tried to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And here's a give to Spears. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Levis. He finds Hopkins complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Here's a run by Spears. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Levis. And the ball's knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short 3-yard pickup gets them up to the 15.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Option play, McIntosh. And we'll get a few yards here to the 34. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Ritter to throw it. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made down at the 33. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Got a man. It's London. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Ritter back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But in that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw.
And Trevor Hill go down back at the 12. Harold Landry able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Levis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There it is!
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other. There he goes, left side. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll throw it again with Levis. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. An audible here to get a new look. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Levis to throw once more. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pass to the sideline, pulled in. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And Levis going back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Here's Levis. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And taken right on the 30. Fighting through. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Titan football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Levis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. They'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Levis, he'll look to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And they don't get the reception, incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing now is Ritter. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Third and 3. Ritter looking to throw it here. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard Charles, remember they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall.
Cause you be in your zone when you